All right. Hello, everybody. It's 4 p.m. and it is time for our Remote Ready Africa Fridays. I'm seeing people that are joining. Please drop a comment, drop a text, just to let us know that we are here together and we can proceed. We're just going to wait maybe like 2 minutes for the other people to join. Please drop a comment in the live chat. We're going to give another 2 minutes. So please invite your friends, your family, your colleagues. Just share the link, and then we can proceed. Welcome one, welcome all to the Remote Ready Africa Fridays. We are still waiting for some people to join. In the meantime, hello, how are you? If you were in the last session, thank you for joining again. And this session is going to be really power-packed, very insight-filled, very value-packed. So if you know that there's somebody that you love, invite them now to join this meeting so that they don't miss out on the things that we're going to be talking about. Today, we are discussing becoming remote ready. The Remote Ready initiative was something that I came up with because I noticed that a lot of Nigerians do not know the 1, 2, 3s of working remotely. And that's why, especially in HR, you see that a lot of people, like employers, they will say, okay, I will do remote. And then after 2, 3 months, they're like, no, 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 no. No more remote in my office. What are the reasons? So today we're going to be discussing the systems, the mindset, and the models for remote growth. I'm still waiting for some people to join. But in the absence of anybody, even if somebody else joins by 4:05, we are going to proceed. All right, then. Please let's reach out to the people in our job seekers group. Try to remind them of the event in case they've forgotten. Invite your friends, invite your family, and let us get right into it. So, starting with the first thing, welcome to the Remote Ready Africa Fridays. This is going to be the first of many Friday sessions by 4 p.m. where we're going to be discussing all the intricacies that go into working or starting a remote business. In fact, these particular sessions are going to be focused more on entrepreneurs, because I know that one of the biggest issues with starting a business is the high cost of office rates, right? Offices are ridiculously expensive. Office fittings, electricity, even water, like down everything down to cleaning equipment. It's all so expensive to run a business that is physical, right? And the reason why it's not really been working before now is because people did not understand till maybe 2020, that's during COVID, that you can run a business full-time, productive, even more productive than a physical office, if you know the proper tools, if you have the proper mindset, and if you have the proper ideas. So welcome to Remote Ready Africa Fridays. It's powered by Avocado Virtual Solutions, and we are going to be helping African entrepreneurs and build global businesses, because the world is leaving us behind. By 2040, 65% of the world would have gone fully remote. I'm talking big businesses, big organizations, they would have gone remote. And by 2050, probably even up to 90%. But when you read all these stats, you notice that Nigeria and Africa are way behind. And so our initiative is to help African business owners to be remote ready, so that when the world is moving on, the world is going remote, we can also go remote. When the world is going with AI, the world is moving forward with all these innovations, we are also going to move forward with all these innovations. So that's the whole idea of the Remote Ready initiative. So hello, my name is Adeze Obiebo. I'm sure everybody here knows me. I am a chartered human resource professional, and I am also the founder of Avocado Virtual Solutions. We are a recruitment agency, and we are helping businesses in Africa to thrive in the building remote careers. So we help both business owners, and we also help job seekers that are trying to work remotely. Now, I know that many of you here, because you're tired of feeling stuck, maybe you're a mom and you want to be there for your kids more, and you also want to make money, right? And you're a graduate and you're tired of applying endlessly to like several jobs, or you're somebody that just wants to start earning in dollars. You want to live a comfortable lifestyle working from your home. These sessions, you should subscribe now, put on your notifications, comment, like, and always come back to see us every Friday, because you are really, really, really in the right room. Because today we're going to be talking about how to become truly remote ready. When somebody asks you, what does it mean to be remote ready? We're going to talk about that, right? So you're going to be truly remote ready. You're going to have the right mindset, and you're going to have the opportunity to be able to pursue global opportunities, right? Global talent, both to work for you and to work for as well. And before we end, I'll show you how to join our Remote Ready Africa Bootcamp, which we had talked about earlier at 12 p.m., where we just graduated some people. And yay, we just graduated some people. And our doors are open now for the next cohort, which is starting on the 1st of November. We're going to talk more on that as we go on. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, so what we do and who we are, number one, we train remote ready entrepreneurs. So if you're an entrepreneur, or you want to start entrepreneurship, or you know what you want to do, you know the business line you want to take, but you have some financial constraints. Maybe you don't have money for an office, or you don't have money for staff, and you are asking yourself, how can I do these things? I can't do these things. I need help. That is why we are here. So we help people and train entrepreneurs to be remote ready. And not just that you're getting remote staff and you don't know what they're doing. You're getting remote staff and you know what they're doing. You understand everything that's going on. That's what we call collaboration. And that is what we're here to help you do. We also help to train and recruit remote teams. So if you also need help with sourcing for talent in the recruitment process to start a remote team, we are also more than happy to help you do that. And thirdly, we are the creators of the Remote Ready Africa Bootcamp, which I'm sure we've heard about a lot at this point, and we're going to talk about it some more as we go further. We believe Africa's talent belongs on the global stage. We believe that African designers, African video editors, African animators, African virtual assistants, they belong on the globe. They belong at a point where they can apply to jobs in the US from Nigeria, they can apply to jobs in Europe, because they have the expertise and the professionalism. We've trained dozens of business owners, we've trained dozens of job seekers as well, from fashion founders to coaches to virtual assistants, digital marketers, whatever. Like, it's a lot to mention. And we're basically teaching them how to be disciplined, how to properly build a structured remote-based business or work life. And that is what the Remote Ready Africa Bootcamp is built for. It's built to help you to, number one, stop hustling too much and scaling, and start scaling, right? And then number two, to also help to teach you how to systemize and delegate. Systemization simply means your business is running on autopilot. So that means whether you're there or whether you're not, your business can run. You have a team that you can depend on, that if I'm not available at some point, there are people that I can count on that can carry the business on, because there's a system that is on autopilot that they just have to follow, right? And then also to help you attract international clients and partnerships. You know that your customer base does not have to be in your vicinity alone, does not have to be in your state or in your country. We're opening your eyes to understand that your clientele can be from anywhere in the world. Same with your team, right? Your team members can be from France, they can be from Europe, they can live in South Africa, live in East Africa, live in anywhere really in the world. And that's the beautiful thing about working remotely. Working remotely, you can work from anywhere and work with anybody. Thank you. Next slide. All right. So most of us started our businesses, like me. When I started my business in 2021, we did it because we wanted freedom, right? I want freedom from the 9-to-5 grind. I want to support what I do as well. Personally, I have never been a fan of telling people to quit their jobs and start a business. If you're able to have systems that work, you can run both of them simultaneously. You're building your career and you're building your business, but then you have to make sure that you're properly equipped so that one does not suffer, right? So, and I wanted freedom. I also wanted to be present for my family and for my kids. And so somewhere along the line, the business started running, and you notice that you're burning out, right? You're asking yourself, what am I even doing? And that's why sometimes it can be quite frustrating when you have team members who are not really helping you, and you see that you're doing everything yourself. And those are the things that we're trying to say no to. Those are the things that we're trying to say, no, this is not proper. You're building systems so that you do not burn out. You're building systems so that you're productive and everything is working on autopilot. I love that word a lot. You're going to hear me use the word autopilot in business a lot. And that's why we started these Friday sessions, to teach you how to, number one, build a remote powered business that grows without stress. And it also helps to teach you the tools, the skills, the mindset as well that you need to build a remote business that will actually work and stand the test of time. It's easy to start a business, but it's not easy to have a business that's 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. It is the consistency that matters. So this program every Friday is going to be a transformational program that's going to take you from being a normal Nigerian business owner to a global CEO. So you do not want to miss any of these sessions. I'm saying it again. Subscribe, like, share with your friends and family, and just put on notifications so that every Friday at 4 p.m. we're going to sit down like this and have a chat. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and we're done. Right? Okay. Moving on to the next slide, let me talk to you about how or why I am so passionate about remote work. When I started freelancing, like long back, I was doing HR for some agencies, I was doing admin, I was doing social media, and it's not easy, right? When you're doing everything yourself. It's not even a fair situation at all to do everything yourself, right? And I realized that that was because I did not have proper training. I did not have proper systems. I did not have the proper mindset and ideologies on how to build a team that I don't have to see every day, right? But business is moving as usual. And so I said, okay, my business is going to be remote. From the beginning, my business has always been remote. My staff have never been physical staff. Maybe from here and there, I have few interns that I train physically. But aside that, once I'm sure that you can do the job, you work from home. So the structures that I set up, so now I said, okay, remote is what I want to do. Now, how do I make sure that if I'm working or my staff are working remotely, I'm not fooling myself in this, right? Because honestly, a lot of people were against it. They were like, girl, you can't be starting a business and letting people stay in their houses. They won't do anything. They're going to stress you. You're going to end up doing it yourself. And sometimes it feels like that, right? But then that is because you don't have the systems and you do not delegate, right? So structure is what changes everything. I went from chasing clients to attracting clients. You can ask my team members, sometimes we'll just sit down, we don't even run ads because we have a lot of jobs going on that we are even trying to fill up before we start running any new set of ads. So these are the things that you're going to be hearing about in the boot camp as well as in these our Friday lives. If you can't afford the boot camp right now, that's fine. Just try to attend our Friday lives every Friday by 4 p.m. Okay, moving on. What are we going to be talking about today? I've been talking for the past 18 minutes, but we've not discussing what it means to be remote ready. So today we're going to be talking about a few things. Number one, we're talking about why remote businesses in Africa is a big opportunity and why you need to tap in now. Number two, we're going to be talking about the systems that will keep your business running smoothly and on autopilot. Thirdly, we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes that we see African founders make and how to avoid making those mistakes. And finally, how to position your business for global reach. So you have to make sure you stay to the end of this session. And also, if you stay to the end of this session, you're going to be walking away with knowing exactly the next steps to take if you think you're ready to start taking these remote skills seriously and you want to start your own remote business. Next slide, please. All right. Now, think like a global founder. This is something that I have written in large fonts on my dresser. I have in large fonts on where I read and where I work, because you have to have the mindset first before things become substantial, right? You have to have the mindset. You have to believe it. You have to call it into existence. So you don't say, I'm a small business owner. No, you say, I am a global CEO, because I can get talent from anywhere in the world. My staff can work anywhere in the world. I can work from anywhere in the world. And there are three things you need. Three things you need to tell yourself that I am a global CEO, I'm a global founder. And number one is discipline. Number two is delegation. And number three is the digital systems. Now, discipline is, because you're working from your house does not mean you should be doing something that's not work related at a work specified time. You have a timetable, that's good. You have a timetable you work with, you have your work hours, you have a special part of your house where you go to work, right? That is what makes you a disciplined person. Secondly is delegation. You cannot do everything yourself. You cannot do sales, design, website, trust me, I can do all these things. So I have all these skills, but I should not do them myself, because the main responsibility that you as a founder should have is asking yourself every day, how can I bring in finances? How can I bring in money into the business? You're thinking of strategies, you're thinking of products, you're thinking of services, you're thinking of how to position it, how to pitch it. You don't have time to be doing Canva design for Instagram. You have to delegate these things, right? And then use your time for other things. And thirdly is the digital systems. The digital systems are basically the office, but from your house. So these are the tools, the sites, the skills, the computers, the specs, all the things that you need to run a properly functioning remote business, right? So discipline helps you stay consistent. Delegation helps you stay sane. Because ask me how you can be trying to pitch a 5 million naira product to a client, and then you have to now call another client, or you have to send emails, or you have to do an interview, or you have to do a design. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to delegate so that you can focus on the more important things, which is improving or increasing the business revenue. And then thirdly, systems, digital systems are what help you to scale sustainably, help your business to run on autopilot. So you have tools like Slack, Trello. We'll talk about all these tools as we come on every week, every Friday. I'm telling you about tools you can use, both free ones and paid ones that you can start with, and how you can recruit for staff, the kind of salaries to pay them, the responsibilities to give them, so that you're not spending too much at that beginning phase of your business, and you are and then as your productivity increases, your money increases. That's the same way your team is going to increase. Also, you also have to invest in your team. You have to train your team, teach them new skills, so that you're not just using them, they are also getting something out of you. Right? Okay, so move on to the next slide, please. So who here knows the struggle with delegation that I just talked about now, where it's like you're doing everything yourself? Everything yourself. It is not fun. So delegation is something that is very, very important. Now, let's talk about the systems you need. You need 4 main systems if you're going to have a remote team. Number 1 system is your client management. You need to know how to manage your clients well, because that is where you're getting money from. So client management, what are you communicating with them? Is it Calendly? Is it WhatsApp? Is it emails? You make sure that you're talking to them every time, right? You're giving them proper updates. If you're giving them a product or a service, you are transparent, you are professional, and you are nice. Secondly is task and team automation. That's another thing you need. You need to be able to automate your tasks and your teams. And the easiest way to do this is by creating key performance indicators for each of your team members. So your team member knows that this, and this are what is expected of me to do every day. And that way the business is able to, so everybody is doing what they are supposed to do. The business runs on autopilot. Thirdly is your finances. You have to take your business finances very seriously. Try not to mix personal money with your business money. I always advise, as we go on, I will talk to you about making sure you register your business. I'm also affiliated with a lawyer that can do it for you at almost nothing compared to other prices. You have a business account, you open a bank account for your business, you do your audits, you make sure every month you have meetings with your team to know if you're making profits or you're making losses. That is how your business can grow. And finally, communication. How do you communicate with your staff? How do you communicate with your clients? Communication is very, very important. So you should know that the secret behind every successful business or successful remote business is that you are using these 4 systems and they are working. So giving you examples, for structure, you have Google Workspace. On Google Workspace, you have all the tools that a remote team can use for collaboration, right? Then we have ClickUp as well. You can also use ClickUp. Then for tracking, that's tracking tasks, making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. There are things like WhatsApp groups, Trello, Asana, where everybody is in the same place and it's like you're talking to them in-house, but you're doing it virtually, right? And then Canva and Notion for documentation. Documentation is very important. And then Wave or Paystack for finances. So you can take a screenshot of this and you can just use it to start. These tools are completely free of charge. So you don't have to worry about, oh, how much are I going to pay? Or is it not expensive to run? No, it's not. These tools are completely free of charge. And as for coming on every Friday, I'll be telling you about more tools, both AI tools and structural tools that you can use that are free of charge that can help you in your business. Now, that is that for the structures that I've talked about. Next week, we're going to go deeper into the tools that you can use for these structures. So quickly before I end this session, because I want us to be out of here at 4:30, I'm going to talk to you quickly about our boot camp. Now, in a boot camp, you're going to learn about all these tools. But what we do is that we teach you about these tools one by one, right? We share our screen, we teach you about these tools, even if you don't have any tech experience, even if you don't even know how to use a computer very well, you will learn by force. And that's the beautiful thing about a boot camp that's like a community, right? You learn these systems and that gives you the clarity and the sanity and the structure that your business needs. So if you know that you need structure in your life or in your business, comment now, I need systems, if this sounds like something that you need. So I think that is all. Is that all for my slides? Okay, that's fine. Okay, no, that was not all. All right, so in our bootcamp, you learn all this. And if you need more information about our bootcamp, just drop the comment and someone's going to reach out to you immediately. Or you can just call any of the numbers on our screen. You're going to see the numbers in a bit. So let me tell you some mistakes to avoid if you want a successful remote business. Number one, you have to avoid doing everything alone. Number two, you have to stop hiring people before you build systems. Your systems are the first thing you have to set up before you bring people. It's like having a house and not cleaning your house before inviting visitors to come see you. Your house has to be in order. You have to have systems already in place, already functional, already running, so that when you bring people to join your team as staff, they already have something to just run with, right? And another thing you should avoid is not having any online presence. I know that it's not easy, but you can just choose one platform. If you're not a social media person like me, just pick one platform and try to be consistent on that platform, even if it's one post a week, right? Be consistent on that platform so that people can see you every day and know that you know what you're doing, right? You need that social proof, you need that social media proof, that digital footprint that you are doing something here. And then another thing that is wrong is not having a price structure, right? You should make sure you have a price list down to the last product or last service that you offer. You cannot tell people pay what you have for your services and your products. Your business cannot grow like that. So all these issues I've mentioned are issues that we can talk about and help you to work with or work over in our bootcamp. We're going to have templates, skills, tools, frameworks, mentorship, and community that will help you to operate your brand like a global business, not like a hustle that you're doing today, and then after like how many days you're no more interested. You have to be consistent. And I know it's not really going to be easy to be consistent if it's not working. And that is why you have to have these systems in place so that your business can work. Now, let me just give you guys some quick success stories. If you were here by 12 p.m., you would have seen some of our graduates that came on video, and they even gave us their testimonials about how their careers were before they started the bootcamp and how it is now. You would have heard them when they said that they all have remote jobs now. When I say all of them, I mean all of them have remote jobs now. So that's the beautiful thing about this bootcamp. So let me tell you about Tenny. Tenny is actually going to join one of our live sessions in a bit. Maybe the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get her to join. She's a fashion entrepreneur in Lagos. And when she met me, she was like, I want to stop, right? Because she wasn't making any money. She was using all her money to pay tailors. And since she was doing bespoke, you know how bespoke can be. And then we had a conversation, and I told her, first of all, you have too many physical staff. You can't be making less than 500K a month, and you have like 6-7 staff. And sometimes she was telling me that sometimes she would have to borrow money from her salary to be able to pay for her staff. And I told her, I said, it's not going to work like that. You cannot scale your business like that. Start small. Start small. You can start with a virtual assistant, start with a customer representative, and that's what she did. She got a VA that was not even in Lagos. I think the VA was in Port Harcourt, and then she started off again. Since she does bespoke, she was like, okay, I'm now going to manage production from home, and I'm going to be taking care of my baby because she just had a baby, and that's why she's not even here today. And her life is so much better. Her life is so much pleasant. It's so much easier. Because she was telling me the other day that she doesn't even have to do daily meetings anymore because everybody knows what they are supposed to do. Everybody has their target. They know how to follow their target and get their target done. That is her life now. This is how her life had a complete change. Emmanuel is a virtual assistant from our last cohort, not this present, the last one. And he used what he learned. Today, he owns his own mini agency where he helps international clients to book local flights and to book local hotels. And when he even told me about starting that business, I was like, are you sure international people are going to want this service? But they do. They really do. As long as you're able to find your own niche, find your own customers, find your own people, you are going to make money. And then Ruth is a business coach. A business coach is basically somebody that teaches or mentors people in a particular niche. And when I met her, she hadn't even started, no logo, no website. It was my team and I that helped her do our branding package. We helped her to fill a role, helped her to develop KPIs, and now her business is growing. Her business is just going on autopilot. We trained her because she was not even tech savvy. We trained her staff, and now everything is going well. So these are just some testimonies out of so many. If you were here at 12, you would have also met the people that just finished our bootcamp, and you would have also heard their own testimonies. So if you're still not sure that this bootcamp is for you as a business owner, or it's for you as an entrepreneur, or it's for you as a job seeker, no problem. You can still join our Friday Live every Friday at 4 p.m. And then as time goes on, I'm very sure that you're going to see the importance of this bootcamp. So I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm going to talk to you about the bootcamp, and that's going to be the end of today's session. So the bootcamp is called the Remote Ready Africa Bootcamp. I talk about it quite a lot, and I'm sure that most of you here have also heard about it. And you're going to be learning a lot of digital skills. You're going to be learning how to start a remote business. You're going to be learning how to recruit and hire remote staff, how to make sure that your remote staff are productive, how to make your business run with a structure so that even if you have to travel, even if you have to be unavailable, even if you have a job like an actual 9 to 5, your business is still going to be running on autopilot. pilot. So if our conversation today has hit home, these things I've talked about now, the structures, the skills, the tools, all things I've said have hit home, and you feel like this is the time to act, because at the end of the day, the best time to do anything is now. In the boot camp is the next thing you need. It's just 50,000 naira for 6 weeks, and you're going to be learning, number one, how to build systems that will make your business easy to run. Number two, you're going to be learning how to hire staff and manage teams more confidently. Number three, you're going to become a tech-savvy person. I can tell you for a fact that you're going to be more tech-savvy than you are if you even have any tech skills. You're going to also learn how to build your own visibility organically, right? And also position yourself as somebody that can actually take international clients. And finally, you have the peace of mind as a founder. Because one thing every business owner in the world can tell you for a fact is there's no peace of mind sometimes. Sometimes you don't even sleep, you wake up very early, you don't go to bed on time, you're just trying to make it work. So like I said before, even if you can't join now, stay close. Try to attend every Friday. You learn these things we're going to be talking about. You go back to your business, you implement them, and you grow. But if you're ready to join the bootcamp, we have a discount code. So you can just send us a message and you can just say, I'm from the Friday Live and I have 10% off, and someone is going to help you to make the transition and the payment and everything very seamless. You're going to get more information on how to start with us on the bootcamp. Let us make Africa remote ready. Let us be the generation of people that are going to have a business that you're not really putting too much into it, in the sense of, capital. Because if you want to start an office now, let's say you want to rent an office in Wuse 2, it's a lot of money. You want to rent an office in Port Harcourt, in Lake, anywhere in Nigeria right now, it's not cheap to have an office. And you're having an office, you're going to do office fittings, you're going to do office supplies, you're going to take care of your staff in the office. So it's really, you're going to do office internet. So it's not cheap, right? So this is the best method. This is the affordable method, and you're not losing anything. You're not missing out on anything when you don't have a remote, have a physical office. So look on the screen, you're going to see our website, as well as our WhatsApp phone numbers. And also we have a job seekers group where we post job updates every day. So if you're also interested in joining our community, we'll be more than happy to have you. We have about 300 people right now, and every day we're getting testimonies. Oh, I got this job. Oh, I got that job. I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you. And so that is it. We need to just be available. If you want to join the group, I think someone's going to drop the link in the comments and you can just join. And you can reach out to any of the numbers on your screen, as well as our website, to know more about us and the bootcamp. So thank you to everybody that has joined today. It's been an amazing session, and I am really looking forward to seeing you next Friday at 4 p.m. Until then, I will be waiting to see you in the community, as well as in our bootcamp registration logs. So yeah, in the absence of anything else, I'm going to let you go enjoy your Friday, and drop your comments. If you have any questions, please, I'm always more than happy to answer questions. You can drop your questions in the comments, or you can message any of the phone numbers on your screen with your questions, and I will be more than happy to have a chat with you. So thank you for your time and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.